Shedeur Sanders kind of sucks. Okay, maybe I was being a little dramatic to get your attention, but now that I've got your attention, let's get brutally honest about what we learned from Shedeur Sanders' first start as the Browns quarterback. Coming into this game, there was a lot of hype and a lot of excitement and a lot of people saying this is his one and only opportunity. If he comes out and he looks absolutely dreadful, he'll never get another shot in this league. So he had all the pressure in the world to come out and deliver, and to be honest with you, I think he played about as well as you can expect him to play. It looked like Colorado. It looked like when Colorado played really good teams, that's what you kind of got. I think we have to accept one simple reality about Shedeur. There's not a single trait that he has that you feel like is elite. He doesn't have an elite arm. He doesn't have elite athleticism. He's just a quality, solid quarterback. If I had to compare him to one guy right now today, I would say he's closer to Tyrod Taylor than he is to Patrick Mahomes. I just think when the excitement and the hype around him was coming out, I don't understand it. I know he had the name. I know coming from the HBCU and moving up to Colorado, the big week 1 win over TCU, there was a lot of hype and excitement around this kid, who his dad is, the trash that they talk, Colorado winning games. It was fun. It was exciting. People just bought in and you started forming camps. Either you believe in him or you're a hater. And I kind of fall somewhere in the middle, although people will put me in the hater category. It's not that I'm hating, I'm just being honest. When you look at his game, he went 11 of 20. 5 of those 11 completions were behind the line of scrimmage, including his 66-yard touchdown pass, which was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. And the running back made a fantastic play to get that breakaway and get the touchdown. So when you're hyping up his first career touchdown pass, it was a pass thrown behind the line of scrimmage. It wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't anything that he did. Now, when you look at the 53-yard pass he threw running to his right-hand side, that was a really good throw. That was a good throw. He can do that. From time to time, he could throw it out there and you're going to say, wow. And you're going to have moments. But then you also have moments like the interception where you say, what were you doing, bud? And you also have moments where he's drifting backwards and trying to throw it. It's like you don't have the arm talent to pull that off. I think you get a mixed bag from Shedeur, and I think the problem is people are so invested and bought into whether or not he's going to be good or bad, and so many people made the complaints on draft weekend that he was being screwed or he was being penalized, he was being punished. They were sending a message to his dad, and now because you said that, you have to believe it wholeheartedly. You have to buy into it. You have to do everything you can to substantiate that claim, when in reality what it was a guy who wasn't really ready to go yet, a guy who you see like, yeah, he's going to come in, but is he better than what we have? Now, obviously not. Obviously, he's not coming off the street and being better. So I got a couple numbers I want to present to you because I just want to have a conversation that I feel like is very important to have, because people were upset that Dillon Gabriel was getting playing time over Shedeur. And I would say, coming out of college, Dillon Gabriel was a better prospect than Shedeur Sanders. Dillon Gabriel was more NFL ready based on just simply experience than Shedeur Sanders. But here's something that I find interesting. Shedeur Sanders already has 2 interceptions and 36 passing attempts. Dillon Gabriel has 2 interceptions, but he's thrown the ball 184 times. Shedeur Sanders is going to throw more interceptions. He's not as careful with the ball. He's a little bit reckless. His feet work is all over the place when he's getting pressured. He moves out of the pocket a little too soon, and I just feel like he's a little more of a wild card. He's going to take a little bit more chances. He's not as dialed in as Dillon Gabriel. But the conversation that I want to have is, Dillon Gabriel right now is better than Shedeur. If you think Shedeur brings you more energy, more excitement, more high potential, maybe we can have that conversation. But if you're the Browns and you're trying to win games right now, Dillon Gabriel is the best option. So they're going to let Shedeur go another week, and they're probably going to have him start the rest of the season, honestly, because if the fans keep calling for it, this franchise needs to know, is this the guy? Can he get better? I think the truth is he's closer to the ceiling than anyone wants to admit. And I think maybe the Browns see that he kind of is what he is. That's it. There it is. If you don't like this, if you don't think this is going to win for you, cut bait now, because it's not going to get better, because some guys, when they come out of college, they've reached their max. He can get a little more polished in some areas, but he kind of is what he is, and you have to be willing to accept that. I think Shedeur Sanders is a middle-of-the-road quarterback. I think he's going to be average at best, and he's going to have some moments where you go, wow, that was really good. But there's also going to be moments where you say, ooh, that was really bad. And I think what we need to do is just relax, stop trying to validate the narratives you created, and just let the kid play. and judge him fairly. Judge him based on the same merit you judge everybody, because Dillon Gabriel has looked better than what Shedeur has in these first 2 games. They haven't looked like they're trying to protect Dillon Gabriel as much as they're trying to protect Shedeur. So I think if you're going to criticize one way, you have to do it for everybody. And if we're being honest across the board, Shedeur is worthy of being the 3rd string quarterback. He is the 3rd best quarterback in that room. That's just my belief. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.